afternoon, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed your lunch break. Please feel free to type in the Facebook chat bot if you ate something particularly interesting just now. I've only had chicken rice today, so yeah, pretty ordinary lah. But okay, so now we actually have a live sharing session from a Mr. H'ng Chuan Kiat, who is the operations manager from Penang Automation Cluster, which so happens to be a JV company. JV stands for joint venture, and they currently have 5 positions available. You can view the details of these positions on our Facebook site under the discussion tab, but they are the quality inspector, the grinding machinist, the CNC machinist, the wire cut and EDM machinist, and last, the welder. So very much positions to do with the semiconductor manufacturing industry. So yes, without much further ado, I will give the floor to Mr. H'ng to introduce PAC, what it's all about, and what makes them tick. So, Mr. H'ng, welcome to Batu Kawan Career Fair 2021.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Sean, for your introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm H'ng, representing Penang Automation Cluster, PAC, to share with you some background of this company. As you can see, the first slides here, this is the our current facilities in Batu Kawan. PAC in 2017 January, V-Trucks Corporation, Pentamaster Technology and Water Engineering established a joint venture company called Penang Automation Cluster Sdn Bhd. And in January this year, a new shareholder, Mr. C.K. Fong, who has over 30 years experience in metal fabrication industry, joined PAC as a new shareholders. And our construction of PAC actually started in June 2018 and completed exactly in 1 year time. And our operation commenced in October 2019. Actually, PAC is quite a new organization. So you can see the picture, 2018 in June, there's a groundbreaking ceremony. The road piling started in 2018, and this is a progress and completed 21st June 2019. And these are the renovation photos, and in August and September, our operation setup completed and operation commenced in October. The location of PAC. This is from Second Bridge. You make a turn and then come to PAC is here at the SME Village, near actually my shareholder V-Trucks Corporation, about 900 meters away. And also very near to another 2 shareholders, Pentamaster and Walter, about 1.5 kilometers away. The vision of PAC, we want to be the world-class integrated high-precision fabrication cluster. PAC is a cluster. Inside the cluster, not only PAC itself operate, but we also have a few SME operating inside PAC also. Later, I will share with you other slides that will show you the layout of PAC and the location of our SMEs. So the vision is we want to be the world-class integrated high-precision fabrication cluster. That is our vision. Our mission is to provide advanced, innovative, and cost-effective engineering of sheet metal fabrication, tooling, machining, CNC machining, 3-axis, 5-axis, and metal finishing services with superior quality and delivery. Objectives. Okay, these 3 objectives are most important. Why? Because with these objectives, the 3 shareholder, V-Trucks, Pentamaster, and Water Engineering, they came together to set up PAC. The first objective is to build and manage a local supply chain ecosystem to support local large company, LLC, and MNCs. This is actually the first kind of cluster model in Malaysia, the first cluster in Malaysia for metal fabrication industry, that it is set up by local large company to help bring up the small SME in Penang in this Batu Kawan Industrial Park. And the second objective is to support and fund the cluster development. The shareholders actually invested, I think currently about 50 millions to set up whole cluster and also support in investing the machines. And 3 is to develop and elevate local SME capabilities to become best in class as smart SME and world-class standard. So this is very important. That's why the 3 shareholders come together, because they want to develop and elevate the local SMEs. Because the current SMEs, most of the SMEs in this industry are small and medium players, and the shareholders wish to set up this cluster to get this SME to come in to the cluster to operate, and then grow together with PAC as a key owners in this cluster, grow together with PAC and become best in class smart SME and world-class standard in one day. So the commitment of PAC, as you can see, one of the activities we do is the metal surface finishing. So this kind of task or job involve a lot of environmental compliance. So PAC, our commitment is to have a legal requirement compliance, example DOE and OSHA. Our setup is fully complied to legal requirement. Second, to elevate local SME capabilities to world-class standard to support the higher value chain ecosystem with industrial 4.0 smart manufacturing facilities. The third one is to provide business opportunities, coaching and training to cluster SME to upscale their work performance to provide competitive products. So the shareholders, VTROX and Pentamaster and also Walter, they are providing business opportunities to all the SME and also PAC itself, because we are all the suppliers of metal fabrication to VTROX and Pentamaster to support their automation industry. And we provide coaching and training to the cluster SME also. Because, example, the SME, most of the SME are small in size, the employees also not many. So it is quite hard for them to conduct training sometimes. So when we all come together in one cluster, we will organize training or coaching involving all of the SMEs, including PAC staff. So we organize quite a lot of training, and we invite the SME employees and also PAC employees to join this kind of training together. To collaborate with a technical and vocational institution to provide TVET education and training for skill development. And to embark on the journey of ISO 9001 compliance and obtain certification by 2021. In fact, for PAC, we already obtained ISO 9001 end of last year, December last year. But for some other SMEs, we are still guiding them and supporting them to obtain the certification by this year. And of course, we will provide employment opportunities to local skilled workforce. Our principal activities, you can see here, are CNC 3-axis machining and also CNC 5-axis machinings. Precision tooling covering EDM, wire cut and precision grinding, machine. Sheet metal fabrication involve of this is a laser cut machine, bending, and also welding task. And also we have CNC double column machining. In fact, PAC we have 4 units of double column machine, 2 meter 2 units, 2 meter length 2 unit, 3 meter length 1 unit, and 4 meter length 1 unit. And metal finishing, this is metal surface finishing, involve a lot of chemical and wastewater treatment. And also we provide module assembly services and outgoing quality assurance, OQA. All the fabricated parts from SME or from PAC itself will go through this outgoing quality assurance center, OQA, before we send to our customers to ensure that the quality is meeting the customer expectation. And also we have this TVET and skill development training. This is a PAC layout overview. PAC is a gated facility. This is the main entrance, and inside we have a 17 industrial lot. The first unit is vacant for future expansion. Second unit is our PAC management office, and also we have a small face mask production in this area. Our OQA, outgoing quality assurance, also in this lot. And then we have other units comprising of EDM and wire cut, grinding, CNC 5-axis machining, in-process quality check and module assembly operation, CNC double column machining, sheet metal fabrication, and then opposite another row is metal finishing, fast cut and conventional machining, CNC 3-axis machining, and the rest of 6 units are occupied by our SME or the tenant for to PAC. And we are actually, all of us are suppliers, metal fabrication suppliers to Vitrox, Pentamaster, and other customers. So the SME, you have FL Northern, we have CS Advanced, we have Punch Engineering, ACH, Eway, Precision, and MPEX Engineering. This is some photo overview of a PAC, OQA Center, grinding department, conventional milling department, fast cut machine section, CNC machining department, sheet metal department, double column CNC department, EDM wire cut section, and EDM section. Okay, the differentiator between PAC and others. Like I mentioned earlier, PAC is first of its kind state-of-art integrated high-precision fabrication cluster, with demonstrating a successful role model to stimulate more SME clustering concept. Okay, this is the first kind of fabrication model, cluster model in Malaysia, and we hope to showcase this successful role model so that to stimulate other area or other states in Malaysia to have similar kind of SME cluster also. And second, one-stop local supply chain ecosystem supporting LLC and MNC on advanced, innovative, and cost-effective precision fabrication. So this is a one-stop local supply chain ecosystem covering from CNC machining, conventional machining, conventional milling, EDM wire cut, grinding, sheet metal, until metal surface finishing. One-stop local supply chain ecosystem, all happen inside one cluster. And third one is a smart manufacturing V1 system. We are using a Vitrox V1 system, real-time monitoring and triggering control of SME machines utilization, machines capacity, and advanced data analysis, which means that even though I'm outside of the company, I can still view based using V1 system to see the performance of our current machines in PAC. Benefits with PAC. Of course, we had attractive salary package, group insurance coverage, medical benefits, dental and eyes care benefits, and bonus performance incentive. I think this all my presentation about Penang Automation Cluster, PAC. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. H'ng. It was a very informative presentation right there. And I know it's never easy to commit time out of your weekend. You know, most of us have families or rather be doing other things. But, you know, thank you so much for committing your time for this event. Now, I will just double check with my team. Do we have any questions from the audience? Okay, no worries. Okay, we've had a couple come out. So a lot of what you mentioned earlier is quite technical, and I myself am from a sales marketing background, so technical jargon I'm not so good with. So for graduating students or people from a technical background, what sort of individuals do you look for that would be a good culture fit to work in an environment like PAC?
Sean, your question is about degree holder, is it?
Qualifications or what relevant work experience do they need to thrive in a work environment like PAC? Yeah.
I think if for fresh graduate, then I would look for those from manufacturing or engineering background. I know that some universities do offer the kind of course involving CNC machining, EDM wire cut. That actually we also hired quite a few of Tati students joining PAC as our double column machinist. So he's a degree holder of manufacturing or engineering background. In fact, Unimap also will have a few students joining PAC also earlier.
Yeah. Okay. So you mentioned a lot of initiatives or positive differences you would like to make for the SMEs, especially in and around Penang locally.
Sean, sorry, Sean, can you please speak a bit louder? I can't hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay, can you hear me better now? That's better. Okay, no worries. So I was going to ask, can you share with us some of the milestones or achievements recently, or more specifically in the last year, that you've able to help or transform SMEs, locally in the Penang market?
Oh, the 6 SME who join us, example when they want to hire the machinists and also the hire during newcomer, they are not able to get the a lot of inquiry. So as a PAC, we also help them to recruit and then recommend candidates for the SME, and we also providing, like I mentioned just now, training to the SME in order to achieve this ISO certification, to bring up the standard of the performance standard in the company. But these are only for those SME operating inside PAC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No worries. Oh, we do have another question from the audience. What is PAC's immediate future plans? Oh, there we go.
Immediate future plan. Okay. In fact, PAC currently we are in the final stage of renovation. By April, we are able to actually operate in full scale, like the 5-axis machine, 3-axis CNC machines. Currently, it's actually on the way coming from Japan. We are buying a branded and high-end CNC machine. coming from Japan on the way now, and then we are setting up actually all the operation, and we would like to, of course, first, our very near future plan is to fully support our shareholders, Vitrox and Panda Masters. Once stabilized, then we will definitely venture out and to look for MNC customers, because we have all the high-end and branded machines for high accuracies parts that we can fabricate.
Okay.
And also our metal surface finishing plant is, I would say, it is highly is fully compliant to DOE, and also is a state-of-the-art of setup for the kind of metal finishing. This is not many, I would say, not many SME would be able to set up the kind of metal surface finishing plant. But PAC, we set up, and then we will operate in all together in one cluster, so we can provide faster service to our customers. The SME or PAC do not need to bring the parts out for other metal surface finishing supplier to complete the parts. Everything we do inside the cluster, and then we will ship to.
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We seem to have lost Mr. H'ng for a bit there. No worries, just a little technical glitch. My IT team are working on it at the moment. So please bear with us. Now, I'd just like to highlight that at the moment, we are actually running live interviews at the SHIP campus in Batu Kawan Industrial Park. If you've never seen the SHIP campus before, is the big building that actually looks like the SHIP. We are interviewing people right now as we speak. Tomorrow, we are also interviewing people, and we are also accepting walk-ins. Oh, Mr. H'ng.
Yeah.
You disappeared off screen for a while. We thought somebody kidnapped you.
Yeah, okay.
Apologies. Okay, I can hear and see you clearly now. You were saying something about the SMEs that by using your facilities or your equipment, and then you have this package service where you not only manufacture and fabricate for them, but you also ship it out for them. Is that correct?
No, currently we haven't started the one-stop logistic. I mean, providing delivery for SME yet. Individual SME will do their own delivery or ship to the customer for now.
Okay.
But we may consolidate this kind of service in future.
Sure. No worries. Everyone loves a one-stop shop service, takes the hassle out of the entire supply chain. I have one last question for you. In your slides earlier, you mentioned about Industry 4.0. Let's say for a lot of our viewers, Industry 4.0, we might not be familiar with that term. We might have heard it in the news. But could you explain a bit about what Industry 4.0 and is all about and how it affects us?
I mean, for PAC case.
Yeah.
Okay. Currently, all the CNC machine or all the machines in the shop floor, if we are not connected, we are not able to see their performance offsite. Okay, we have to go into the operation floor to see the performance of the machine. But with the Industry 4.0, we are able to connect the signal from the controller from each machines, different brand of machine using V1 system, and then using the V1 system, we can see all the individual machine performance of the CNC machines, such as we want to know the machine utilization, how many downtimes we have a week or a day in a day or in 7 days a week. Okay, and also we want to see the OEE of the machine, and or the performance of the machine, we are able to see it live, and also we are able to check the history, and not physically going to the company, to PAC. You know, you can see outside
Okay,
any place as long
remotely
as you
and
have
in real
the
time.
signal.
Okay. So it's similar to the Internet of Things lah, where devices and machines are connected. You can control and monitor them remotely and view data in real time.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
no worries. Sounds good. Well,
Yeah.
it
Okay.
looks like, perfect. It looks like that's all the questions that we have for today. So again, on behalf of the SHIP campus, I would like to thank you very much for taking the time to join us to share about what PAC is all about and what makes it tick. So again, everyone, I encourage you to look on the discussion tab on the Facebook page. The roles are still available. So, you know, being a grinding machinist or EDM machinist is of interest to you and you're from an engineering or technical background, please feel free to shoot in your resume through our talent hunter. So, Mr. H'ng, thank you once again. And yeah, please enjoy your weekend.
Yeah. Thank you, Sean. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Cheers.